Hello everyone, this is my third horror film review this month, the Halloween special month or whatever the hell you want to call it. Today I was going to review one of my absolute favourite horror films, one of the first proper horror films I actually ever saw, and that is Saw. This obviously is a bit infamous throughout a lot of horror film fans as being just a series of knockoffs. Today I will be just reviewing the first one. I have got the second and third on DVD, but I'm not going to review them until this month because I don't think there's any need to. The thing about Saw is it was like one of the first torture porn movies. What I mean by that is the start of the gory and horrific films of violence that led to films like Hostel and a couple of the Grindhouse films eventually. The first Saw was actually made in 2004 and has a couple of good actors in that you haven't really seen before at all. I mean, I hadn't seen any of these actors apart from the police officer played by Danny Glover, but the fact that I didn't know the other actors kind of made it more scary. They seemed like real people as opposed to people that you'd recognise on a daily basis, like whilst watching TV or other films. The thing about Saw is I really like the way that they were creative with the way that the people were getting killed in these movies, in these movies, like the famous head trap scene where Amanda's head almost gets snapped back. That isn't a spoiler because you find out before it shows you the clip of her that she just survived. She is the character of one of Jigsaw's survivors. Jigsaw is the serial killer who doesn't really kill anyone in his crimes but still gets all the rap for it. He's famous amongst the press, known as the Jigsaw Killer. He takes out little chunks of flesh in the shape of jigsaw pieces. The whole point in this Jigsaw's kind of mythology, an analogy of life, is that you don't really value life until you see death up close. And he takes bad people in the world, like drug dealers, druggies, people that commit murders, people who are responsible for other people's deaths and didn't own up for it, people that don't go to court when they should or get away with things, and he kills them in very, very twisted but also satisfying ways. The thing about this film, as opposed to all the others, is that this film is the basis for the start of the whole series. I think it's the best one. The ending of this film is absolutely amazing. This is one of the reasons I loved it so much. You do not expect the ending of this film. I'm not going to wreck it because it's amazing. You just have to watch it. The thing that kind of separates this film from all the other Saw films is that there isn't many traps in this film. The film's based around two guys in a bathroom, and that's like the main trap of the film. There's a couple of flashbacks to other traps that Jigsaw has set, but those traps aren't fully explored at all. Like you only see like probably about 30 seconds of each of the other traps. Well, not Amanda's head trap, which is about 10 minutes of the film, which is a large chunk. It kind of explains the role of Jigsaw and how he helped Amanda. Yeah, the ways that he kills people in this film that you see are actually quite cool, like the barbed wire trap and the melting candle. But the thing I liked about this film, you had the different perspectives. So you had the killer looking through the camera at the people in the room, and you could see them, and that was his kind of fantasy, and he wanted them to be there. And then like the people in the room, you see it from their perspective. And then you finally find out, like towards the end of the film, when they start talking to each other more and more, that they actually are closely related. But one of the most memorable bits of this film is when Dr. Lawrence Gordon chops off his foot to escape, and you do not have a clue whether he survives or not. You don't know. You're worried. You care for him. You care for Adam. And when the ending comes, it's so shocking. All the other films in the Saw franchise, I actually quite enjoyed all of them. Number 5 I didn't like, but apart from that I liked all of the other ones. 7 was a bit weird, like a bit long, just seemed like a lot of like torture for no reason. But you know, that's what you get out of this series. In the third, I think the third one's probably the second best. I really like the fourth one actually. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I liked how inventive the traps were in that one, especially the guy lying on the bed with all the pictures, and the ice block head smash thing. I thought was brilliant. But I like the reason that I'm mentioning these films is because the storyline that runs throughout all of the Saw franchise. So it like looks. This film on its own is just about the people in the bathroom finding out who's doing this to them, who he is, what they know about him, will they be able to survive. From Saw 2 and onwards, you kind of take a perspective of Jigsaw. You find out who Jigsaw is. You follow the Jigsaw from the first film all the way to number 7, which even though he dies in number 3, is a bit stupid. They should have kept him in for a bit longer if they were going to make this a massive franchise. But all the other Saws after 3, I think, just have lots and lots of death scenes in there. Number 5 is especially crap. I hated number 5. The traps weren't invented in number 5. In number 6 they kind of pulled it back a bit, but number 5 is just pointless. Like, why is there 5 people working together? And I know I said that I wasn't going to talk about them, but I ended up doing. Yeah, this is one of the best horror films I've ever seen. I know a lot of people will probably say that it's a piece of shit. If you don't like gore, don't watch this film, especially don't watch number 3. But yeah, I do really enjoy this film. It got a 7.7 on IMDb, and so I think I'm going to give this film a 9 out of 10, just purely for all the tension, all the drama, all the horror, all the violence, all the gore, and especially for the ending, which you did not see coming. And if anyone said that they saw it coming, no, they didn't. They did not see the ending coming at all. This has been my movie review of Saw, the first one, with a little bit of analysis of all the other ones as well. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.